In today's video, you're focused on fat loss. You want to go from looking like this to looking like this, maybe like this to looking like this. And I'm going to tell you the top supplements to use to help you on your journey. Hey guys, what's going on? This is Paul Arbella from ProPhysique.com, and I got a lot of information to give you guys about fat loss. I want to talk about some supplements. I also want to talk about our next challenge, the 8-week summer sculpt. It's coming up soon. I'm going to put a link for that below. You can register now, get your materials real soon, and get off to a great start. And I'm actually going to join that challenge with you guys. I'm going to try to trim up a little bit. I just spent the last 90 days trying to put on a little bit of muscle. Hopefully you guys noticed. I shouldn't have to tell you. You should just be proud of me. But at this point, I want to talk about today's question. I've been watching your videos and you mentioned a supplement, Core Hard, to help with cortisol and stress. Can you please tell me the best brand to look for? Do you have a video on the best supplements to guide weight loss? This is always a very interesting question to me because supplements will help us create a caloric deficit, help us build muscle, but at no point are supplements going to be the driving factor behind fat loss. However, for those of us that are successful, where success leaves clues, I have certainly noticed something over the years of my coaching. Now, I coach athletes that are world champion natural bodybuilders, that are competing on the Bikini Olympia stage, okay? These athletes are absolutely taking care of their diet, their nutrition, their recovery. Supplementation is gonna improve the process for them. So I'm gonna give you my top supplements. I'm actually gonna give you my top 3, and I'm also gonna give the females a bonus at the end, so stick around. If you're a woman, you're gonna wanna hear this one. So first things first, when it comes to weight loss, fat loss, the focus has to be what's going in your mouth on a daily basis, guys. I don't want to get too far down the rabbit hole before we talk about creating a nice, sustainable approach to dieting. Now, I will add that in our challenges, we are providing meal plans, okay, to help you with your goals. I also have a free calculator at prophysiquemacros.com to help you. But to aid in that supplement-wise, let's talk about the first, probably the most powerful supplement to help you manage your calories. That's going to be a high-quality protein powder. Now, if you guys are noticing this says vegan, that's because I don't do well with whey. It creates a digestive issue for myself. So I helped my company create this. So this is my brand, Core Nutritionals, and this has actually got my name on it because I have my own series of products that I've noticed there was a gap for in the space, okay? I noticed that a lot of the protein powders just didn't taste good. So I really wanted to make a great one. So why would protein powder be a weight loss management tool? Well, one of the most important factors when it comes to diet is ease of access, okay? I think any of us that have ever heard about getting in shape, putting on muscle, we've all heard drink your protein shakes, right? Drink whey. While whey is a great product, it has great taste, great value, great macronutrients, high protein, low in everything else, well, it just doesn't digest well for me. So a vegan protein powder for myself works. Now, if you can digest whey, then I certainly support that as well. But the idea is ease of access. I can easily get 40 to 60 grams of protein with minimal fat, minimal carbs in a setting which doesn't require me to put any effort or thought into it. When I travel, I buy the sample packs, they're single serve, and I put those in my backpack and I take those with me. And anytime I need, I just put a little water in my shaker. This is actually my breakfast. This is actually my Core Vegan in my shaker. I put a little ice in there, a little water, shake it up. I'm good to go. I've had my protein for the day. What does that prevent me from doing? That prevents me from getting overly hungry, perhaps grabbing something that's higher in fats and carbs. Doesn't allow me to get my protein for the day. Protein also being very responsible for helping us build and keep muscle. So if you start your day with a shake or even have something post-workout, it's going to improve your ability to control your calories, okay? Now, if you don't want to do a supplement like whey protein and you just want to use food, I certainly support that too. But that's why it's my number one, because for a few years, I was unable to have a protein supplement that I enjoyed. Now that I have one, it's really been a game changer for me for maintaining a nice lean physique and even losing body fat when I travel. Airport most weekends, you know, probably 40 times a year, I'm on a flight. And so it really just helps me control that. So although it might not stimulate fat loss, what it will help you do is create that caloric deficit through controlling your calories, which ultimately is where it all starts. The second product I want to talk about is commonly referred to as a fat burner or a thermogenic. Now, as you'll notice, this one also has my name on it. It's called Core Burn. Now, why would I have to reformulate a fat loss product? Well, one thing I notice about most fat loss products and cardio is that they can increase your levels of stress and cortisol. So I added a product called KSM66 with the help of Core Nutritionals. Now, the value in KSM66 is that it lowers blood cortisol. What is cortisol? That is the stress hormone. It's also known to increase hunger. What happens when your hunger gets higher? You're more likely to eat, adding calories, thus not creating a caloric deficit that you need to be creating. So what I prefer my clients do with this is take this before a cardio session. Why? A thermogenic is going to increase energy expenditure. It also has an appetite suppressant in there, so you won't be as hungry. And then it's also got the added benefit of the KSM66, which brings down that cortisol. So this is the perfect supplement to use before a cardio session, especially if you're like me and you get up in the morning and do your cardio before you eat. You take a little bit of this, I promise you're gonna exert a little bit more effort, thus doing what? Burning more calories during that cardio session, eating less calories after. Again, you see the theme here, guys. These aren't magic, okay? What they are doing, they're not burning the fat for you. They are creating an environment where you're able to burn more fat during exercise and keep the fat off by not overexerting your diet afterwards, okay? This is really what I find the magic in dieting is finding a sustainable approach and finding an enjoyable way to do it. And it's similar to like a pre-workout, right? If you're gonna go to the gym and you're feeling a little bit tired on that day, if you take a pre-workout, it's gonna have some stuff that helps you have more focus during the workout, resist fatigue, thus getting better workouts and helping you build a little bit more muscle along the way. Pre-workouts don't build the muscle for you. It creates the environment for you to build more muscle and make progress that way. The last product I wanna mention is the most valuable supplement that I've ever come across in the fitness space, okay? Hands down, when I started using this, I started noticing my clients were able to get leaner, have better recovery, better sleep. So although it is labeled as a hardening agent, it's called Core Hard. That's because the two products, DIM and KSM66, combined really do help the body have a harder appearance. Now, I find that my athletes that take this start to drop weight, even though we don't reduce calories, even though we don't necessarily do more cardio. The reason being is deeper sleep, improved response to the training, so improved recovery. And I think there is a compound effect when you're recovered better and you have less cortisol, that your body kind of keeps the metabolic rate going a little bit better. Now, some things that happen when you're reducing calories and adding cardio over time is there is a response to the body, okay? It's called adaptive thermogenesis. But by including products like this, I feel there is a process that allows that to slow down, okay? I find that my athletes, the leaner they get, the more valuable this Core Hard is. So what I'll typically start with is 2 of these pills before bed, and then I'll bump it up to 3 before bed, and then I may bump it to 3 at noon and 3 before bed, right? That's kind of the max that I have them do, and that's a really wow factor result for this product. Now, it's not just for people that are trying to lose body fat. My wife actually takes it because it helps keep her calmer. Okay, we've got 3 kids, a lot of pets, and sometimes stress can be high. I find that when I take Core Hard, I'm not as quick to kind of be grumpy or be moody, which is a big part of fat loss and weight loss. When hunger is up, calories are low, there is these periods of time where you just feel a little bit short-tempered. Core Hard helps immensely with that. Now, I did say that there was gonna be one fat loss product that I wanted to mention that was a bonus for women, and this is called Core Poise. Again, this is a product that I helped develop. Now, why did I come up with this? When you work with athletes, and I work with mostly female athletes, mostly high-level competitors, you start to notice some common trends, okay? And over the last decade, the trend that I noticed was a lot of complaints about the female cycle being painful or even missing. So I worked with core nutritionals and we've come up with a solution to that problem. This actually includes a lot of the ingredients that start to get missed when you're restricting calories, when you're not having the same variety of foods that you're having in the off season, right? So when calories are limited, a product like this is great. It has some fantastic ingredients, such as iodine, that really are key ingredients into making sure that the cycle is better. Now, why would that be positive? Well, the benefit of the cycle being normal, it's gonna upregulate your metabolism. It's gonna upregulate your ability to lose body fat. It's also gonna decrease the pain associated with the cycle. So there's just some profound benefits to that. It also, I've noticed, helps prevent amenorrhea or the loss of the period during periods of fat loss, because that's something that can happen through periods of stress or low body fat. So it keeps you more regular. And for women, this is crucial, okay? Now, let's add one more just because we're here, because I feel like everybody that's trying to lose weight should also be trying to do one more thing, and that is avoid muscle loss or build muscle. The number one supplement in the history of the world, the most cost-effective, easy to use supplement is creatine. For women, 2 to 3 grams per day. For men, 5 grams per day. year round. You don't need to cycle it. It's going to ensure that you are adding muscle. It's going to ensure that you're keeping muscle, that your performance in the gym is good. So just add that in every time you make an order. Now, guys, I do work for this company. Core Nutritionals is a company that I have been with for about a decade now. They've also helped me, as you see, come up with products that directly address the issues I have as a coach, one of the top coaches in the world. You'll also notice on this YouTube channel, I don't do paid advertisements. I don't do sponsored ads. I probably get 30 to 50 requests per week to put ads in there for NordVPN, for watches, for clothing. I turn them all down. Why? Because you guys, my audience, I want this to be a channel that is built around reaching your goals, not around pulling money out of you. So I understand if you have questions about these products because they are my products and it can seem like this is a part of a sales tactic. But this is what I do for myself, for my family, and my clients. If you want to support me and my channel, this is really all I do, guys. I coach and I make YouTube videos and I hang out with my kids, right? So you can use my code, which is PaulR20. And if you go to corenutritionals.com, you will save 20% on all these products. But feel free to shop around. At no point do I want you guys to compromise your morals or values because you think it's something that you shouldn't do. But I'm also not going to ever ask you guys for money or do anything like that. This information is free. I love to help what you're doing. You guys support me through my coaching. You guys support me through my challenges. And if you want to support me through this, great. If not, no hard feelings. But hey, I'm going to continue making videos to help you guys with your fat loss goals. And I hope you guys continue to reach those goals. And I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.